When you think of the Middle Ages, you probably picture clunky knights in shining armor and, well, people who literally never bathed, right? Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking those classic medieval stereotypes and completely detonating them. We've all been sold this expectation of muddy, unwashed peasants and super immobile armor. But the actual reality? We're talking surprisingly clean bathers and highly agile athletes. Actual history doesn't look anything like a Hollywood movie set. So let's just throw out everything you thought you knew.
Section 1, the bathhouse plot twist.
Well, plot twist. Medieval people actually loved baths. Seriously, public bathhouses were incredibly popular back then. It was completely normal. Actually, it was kind of the medieval equivalent of hitting the local day spa. Entire towns would gather to wash up, socialize, and just relax in the warm water. So, what ruined the vibe? The Black Death. When the plague hit, absolute panic spread, and doctors incorrectly blamed the water. They came up with this deeply flawed medical theory that warm baths opened up your skin pores, which literally invited the plague into your body. Suddenly, jumping into a tub felt like a death sentence. They weren't dirty by choice, they were just terrified.
Section 2, the agile knight in armor.
All right, let's talk about those brave knights. Now, getting into a suit of plate armor definitely wasn't easy. It took a solid 20 minutes and an assistant called a squire just to suit up. If we stop there, it sounds exactly as exhausting as the stereotypes portray. But once you were inside that armor, you weren't some clunky robot. You could do a literal cartwheel. I'm serious. A well-made suit was perfectly jointed to the human body. An armored knight could sprint at full speed, do that cartwheel, and even jump onto a horse completely without help. The armor didn't restrict you. It turned you into a highly lethal armored athlete. You could run, jump, and fight with almost zero restriction.
Section 3, literal animal court trials.
Now, forget the plague and sword fights for a second. The real danger in the Middle Ages? Animal trials. If a pig walked into a house and ate a family's harvest, they didn't just make bacon. No, they arrested the pig. I mean it. They put the pig in a literal jail cell, assigned it a human lawyer, and held a dead serious courtroom trial. The legal rights of a farmyard animal were handled with the exact same procedural seriousness as a human being. It's utterly absurd, but hey, it was the law.
The past was a wild place, my friends.
History is infinitely stranger, way more complex, and so much more fascinating than the basic, simplified myths we've all been taught to believe. I mean, if they were putting farm animals on trial and avoiding baths just to dodge the plague, you really have to wonder, what other completely bizarre laws were medieval humans subjected to? If you're ready to detonate more historical myths, hit follow. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.